The Bible says the Jews are black. You understand?
A nation of priests.
They ain't gonna never read you that.
But what happened?
They ain't gonna tell you that the Jews are so-called black people.
This book of the law of the Lord, this is only for Israel.
It's only a matter of time
Only for us, it was given to us.
before the remnant of Israel
That's
wakes
our
up.
Lord.
That's right.
That's our big brother. That's the one that's coming back
we
for
rock.
us. Back for us.
We come from a bloodline of priests, sold into captivity. Father, break these chains off me, make me free. In time ambition, 2024 AD. Live from the belly of the beast, Babylon. Should we stay, should we flee? In time's ambition.
So you know it's very important that we understand who we are according to the Bible. Right? A lot of people don't understand it. And in order for them to find out who they are, like what's going on in their lives, we get it out from the Bible itself. The Bible is not meant for everybody. God don't love everybody. It doesn't say that in the Bible. So we got to find out. We got to search out your father and find out who you are according to the Bible. Right? So do you know who your father is?
Like birth father?
Yeah. Who's your father? Was he a so-called black man? Or okay. Well then, if that's the case, sis, you know what I'm saying, your spirit will bear truth with this, that we are the children of the Most High God. Right? And we're going to show you that according to the Bible. Right? Hopefully it'll give you some light so you can return back to the Bible so you can come back to who you are. Because this is a guideline for us. We got to read this. We got to live and eat this. We got to walk by this, sis. Right? And a lot of us, like yourself, you said, I don't. You said, I don't know why. I don't even read it. Because it was taught to us the wrong way in the first place. Right? And a lot of people don't understand that. The enemy had us inside, put the oppression on us, taught us what the Bible says, and that's the wrong way. Right? So let us find out who we are according to the Bible. I'm going to read the first precept out to you, and so you can get some understanding of it. We're going to walk you through this thing, not jumping on you, not stepping on you, anything, but we're going to walk you through this thing real quick, okay?
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse number 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
A pedigree is what? It's a lineage,
Yes.
right?
Kind of like a purebred.
So the bloodline is through the man. So the man got the seed. He plants the seed in the woman. So here the Bible saying this is how we're going to determine through the man's seed, through his bloodline, who he is according to the Bible. That's why we ask you who you are, because this book is only for specific people. It's not meant for everybody, right? The name that he has given us, when you ever see things like Ishmaelites, Edomites, Israelites, those are names that are to the sons of, because all of us come from one of these men.
So what are you all considered?
We are the Israelites of the Bible.
That's right.
We are God's chosen people, right? We are the ones that walking on the face of the earth. We are the gods of the earth right now.
That's right.
Right?
It's the wind. So it's kind of like I'm a little bit of knowledge. So do you all also believe that you're the first Jews?
We are the Jews.
The original.
The original
The only
Jews.
one.
The only. There's
Yeah.
no such thing
Okay.
as a first. Like you would look at the people that's over there in Israel right now, and they call themselves Jewish.
And
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not the real Jews.
They follow Judaism, but the bloodline
They
is
made
from
up
somewhere
that
else.
Judaism and follow. That's what they follow,
Yeah.
right? They got their own Bible. They got the Talmud that they read from, which in their Talmud it says Jesus is shit. He's boiling a big bucket of shit.
Right.
So are you into Jesus too?
We
Absolutely.
are. We absolutely. We are. Let me show you something about. Can I show you something about Christ, real quick? Let me get to this out right now.
Look, I'm not trying to waste your all's time.
No, you're not. You're not.
But look, I'm totally not into any of this. However, I totally respect your all's conviction and your I guess faithfulness to what you believe. I am crazy spiritual, and I'm even on a different level. So I am not to knock you off. I'm not with any of it. And it's not to be funny. I totally believe in God, just not that God. To me, my God is bigger than all of this.
So what do you say when you say not this God? Can you explain to us what is your God? Because it's the, you
My
say
God is everywhere. It's us, the trees, the ground, everything. And I feel that we each make our own decisions as we come through life, right? We sign a contract before we get here that destines what we choose to do. And there's good, there's bad,
Let-
but
okay.
we make all the decisions.
So do you have?
I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in any of that.
So when you say that, what do you got? What source do you got
You
to
can feel God.
to
There's no doubt that the God was around. I believe that there was a Jesus. I'm sure that he was a great person, a philosopher, a man of God, also, right? But I'm not going to say that he's mine. But I'm not knocking whoever he is. And I probably feel that God was female. And because we are the portal. We're the ones that create life. You all plant it.
We don't create life.
Yeah.
The man creates life. We just read that too.
But did you know that women can have babies without a man?
No. You don't know that.
You don't know
either.
that. You don't have nothing to prove that. Raise your hand. Really? What source?
I'll leave that open for you all. There's lots of scientific proof that women can bear children from our bone marrow without man.
That's what all we said is. See how you know that?
Yeah.
Can you give us the source so that we can see that for yourself? Could you actually
I
show
will probably dig and find it. However, I'm on my way to somewhere else. But I totally enjoy this.
What's your name?
My name is Laura.
Lord, let me show you something real quick because it's the same thing. It's going off of what you just said about before we came. We commandment. Check this out. This is 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse number 21. It said, I'm gonna start at 20. For there be many that perish in this life because they despise the law of God that is set before them. Right? Listen.
I'm a wonderful person.
Not saying that. I'm just reading. Just listen.
Laws.
Just listen. For God hath given straight commandment to such as came. Everybody that came, he gave them a commandment, right? What they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Verse 24. But they have despised and denied his covenant. The Most High made a covenant.
That's right. That's right. He made a covenant with who?
The children
of Israel. He made a covenant.
And that's real cool.
And the only reason why I brought that out, listen, Laura, the only reason why I brought that out is because we're not talking about a religion.
No.
You talking about you spiritual. You are, like we were talking about the bloodline. He brought it out, right? The bloodline. Your bloodline is a Jew. You're ethnically Jew. Yeah, that's your bloodline. And so by you saying, I don't really agree with that.
What about Yoruba and other
those
African?
are Jews. Yorubas and those are all Jews.
Right, but they believed in voodoo before.
Right, voodoo,
Right,
yeah.
so-
And that's when they went off, and that's how they got kept. That's how we got on the bottom of society.
Right.
Because we went away from the true
So
God.
what about that? What about voodoo and Ifa and stuff like that?
So
let's read.
Yeah, and we were taught. We got to realize too that we were taught
Yeah.
by our oppressors and stuff, and taught us the things that go against the Most High God.
Right.
Because we got in Ezekiel 6:6, we got First Maccabees 1:43. We can pull them things out and show you of these idols and everything that we turned over to, and which caused us to be against the Most High. Because if you love anything that seems good, you're against the Most High. So what we're trying to do is show you who you are, that you a Jew, you a special person.
I don't doubt that. But
You don't feel that?
no, I know this, but it's on a different level, and it's okay.
Precept. You asked about voodoo and Ifa. Check this out. This is Deuteronomy chapter 18. Now, when we talk about the Israelites and the Jews in the Bible, it's not just Jews. That's just 3 tribes.
Mm-hmm.
There are 12 tribes, and what they are, who they are today, are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negro and indigenous
So
descent
do y'all
by their
believe
father.
This is the original birthplace, or do you feel that it's African?
No, we don't believe that. We come from Jerusalem. You do too, according to your father.
And where is that?
Jerusalem. That's in what they call the Middle East, Africa. It's Africa, right? Northeast Africa. But let me get back to what we were saying, because this is what I'm going to read. Moses is talking to our people, your ancestors,
Which
our
Bible
ancestors.
is that?
King James.
Okay, so what about the original Bible from Ethiopia?
Ethiopian Bible. What's it? It's no. If it's going to say the same thing, this verse at least, they have some things, but it's going to say the same thing. Check this out. This is Deuteronomy 18:10. It says, "There shall be not found among you anyone that make his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or to use divination." You know what divination is? Or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard,
But what is a witch?
or a necromancer. Hold on, listen. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord, and because of these abominations, the Lord your God do drive them out from before you. Right? So when you said we was doing voodoo, all that stuff, that's what got us separated from our God. Because did that voodoo save the white man? Save us from the white man? No.
Has anything?
The Most High God did, time after time.
That's right.
We were in captivity with the Egyptians, the Babylonians,
the Assyrians,
And now?
right?
and He saved.
And he saved us out of all of our captivities. Why? Because we returned back to the laws.
Right.
Right? And we in the final one.
Right.
Right. I gotta get tissue.
Mhm.
It's the wind.
Oh, that's some.
But I'm gonna throw y'all completely off. Your book is full of spells.
Full of spells. Show us one.
How's it?
Open Psalms and read them all.
Which one?
We read the
All
Psalm.
of them.
So Psalm number 1 is a spell.
Read probably so.
Why do you say it's a spell? What?
Keep reading.
We gotta know what we read it all the time. We just you brought out something. We
That's how
want
you
you
have
to
a proper dialogue.
Yeah.
It's like show us.
No,
what
and
you
this was
think.
great. I totally enjoyed it. I'm not for the cold. Read your spell book.
show us the spell. So you shouldn't have a problem with that because you do spells too, right?
I never said that.
But how do you know this is spelled in?
I know it is.
But how?
Read it. Let me know how.
We read the whole scroll.
back.
The whole scroll.
Go back and read
So,
your Psalms.
but what should we look for then?
You're on it though.
And this is a person that just said she straight up don't want God. Her main concern is about the so-called white man. We try to show her what Christ, the Jesus that y'all call about. And let's get that real quick, guy. Let's get Sirach. Start at 45 and do verse 3. And let's show them, because it's going to go right along with your precept. And this woman came up here and totally rejected the truth, rejected the Lord, did not want to know who she was or whatsoever. She totally went against him. She was fighting. She put a barrier up, man. And I understand. You want to know why the men of the Lord is out here and why we take the time to reach out to people, man, and tell them come up here, man, to find out who they are before the last days, because you don't want to be caught in the wrath of the Most High God. So
Right.
this woman came up, she rejected, but we'll bring it out.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 45 and verse number 3. By his words he caused the wonders to cease, and he made him glorious in the sight of kings.
Made him glorious in the sight of kings. We already going to get to the point. We know what he's talking about. Go ahead, God.
And gave him a commandment for his people.
Gave him a commandment for his people. The very things that we are trying to teach our people and show them. The Lord gave us a commandment.
That's right. And showed him part of his glory. He sanctified him in his faithfulness and meekness, and chose him out of all men.
Sanctify him and chose him out of all men. We got to show our people, man, we separated, man.
Right.
We got laws, we got commandments we have to keep, not reject like this one. Right?
He made him to hear his voice and brought him into the dark cloud and gave him commandments before his face.
That's right.
Even the law of life and knowledge.
The law of life and knowledge. This is life, what we was pointing out to the sister.
That he might teach Jacob his covenants and Israel his judgments.
Teach Jacob his covenants and Israel his judgments.
Right.
And we know what these precepts go with.
Right.
We know exactly what we go with. So we showing her who's the covenant with. It's with us.
That's right.
You can't get this on your own. You can't wake up on your own. The Lord got to send you teachers. He's got to send you prophets. He's got to send you seers to wake you up to this. And an impatiency of it, like we did, like our forefathers have done in the times past.
Right.
Let's put up a blindfold. Let's put up some barriers and let's reject this truth that's coming out, because brothers are sincere about their people, reaching out to them to show them you have to come back to the laws. The reason why you believe in what you believe in, man, is because you're against the laws.
Right.
And we know that the Lord said, choose who you will serve this day, life or death. Here we are today. If you choose life, you choose to live by the laws.
That's right.
If you choose death, you go against the laws. And she was coming up here, man, to prove one point to herself. I refuse. But guess what? We can't get mad over that. You know why? Because there's got to be a 1/3.
Gotta be 2/3. Yeah,
2/3. I'm sorry, Shalakia. Yeah, 2/3. 2/3 of us got to go.
Right.
So we ain't gonna get worked up or get most up about it. All we was doing to the sister at this time to show her someone was giving commandments and someone had to be under those commandments. Who is that? Who is that covenant with? Right? It's with us. And if you come back to it, them blind folks can come off your eyes, man.
Right.
But she was strictly against the truth, man.
Precept.
Right? And the Lord told you, if you reject me, I'll reject you.
That's right. Precept. Zechariah chapter 13, verse number 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones.
Come on.
So the Most High is telling us it's going to come a time where our people going, hey, we fishing them now.
That's
right. We're going to be hunting them in a little while.
That's right.
Because they're against the laws of the Most High. Like
That's
you
right.
said, they're against the covenant. They want us to go back in this. They going to cause us to go against the Most High and put his wrath on us. Now, we got to do away with that.
We got to do away with
You know what I mean? And that's what she was into, witchcraft and all
that.
that.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
That's abomination before the Lord.
Right.
Right? That's why, and you know what? He turned you over to a reprobated mind in the first place.
That's right.
That's why you believe in what you believe in.
That's right.
He already done turned you over to that thing. You came walking over here hoping to find some clarity. Like you going to come over here, man, and cause brothers to turn against the Most High.
Right.
No, man, we awoke. We're not going back. You're not going to place us back in sleep mode, man.
Right.
Where we turn around and say, man, we out here in the cold and everything. We looking foolish, man. We standing up for what is right.
That's right.
We took the time to call you, since no judgment. You say the book are full of spells. Can you prove that the word of God itself is of spell? She didn't even know. She just said, you know what, man, it is, but it is. Just go read and left. How that's going to help me understand what you need me to understand, that you're trying to talk to me about?
Right.
If we're going to build, let's build together on the same ground and try to get some common ground and understand what we're talking about. If you say it is that what it say it is, show us so that we can see.
Right.
Because obviously what you're saying, you're going off your own ideology, man. You're going off on your own theologian that you feel that's right, man.
Yeah.
And not this book right here, man. And that's what happens, right? That's what happens to our people. She sat up here and said, yeah, my father is a so-called black man, right? But I don't feel special. You know who got us feeling like that, man? The damn oppressor, man. He's beat us so much, man, into submission under him, we don't even look at ourselves as great no more, man. Go ahead, God. I mean,
it's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse number 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
They what? Read that again, huh?
Because they receive not the love of the truth.
That's what just happened before your very eyes.
That they might be saved.
They rejected. You just seen that, Israel. Right. You just seen that. Right. That's a perfect precept. That line right up. Let's keep going on it.
And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusions.
That
they should believe a lie.
A lie.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
She's damned.
That's right.
The Bible just called it out.
That's right.
Because she don't believe in it. I don't believe in none of that. So the Lord turned her over. That's why we couldn't even get a common ground with the sister. We couldn't break through with it. Because as soon as we stand up, here comes Satan. And they like, nah, man, we ain't accepting that. I got this one belongs to me. He already done claimed that.
Right.